what we are supposed to do, what we are supposed to do in the class, everything I am going to tell you. But before that, just a 1 minute small break. In case you want to introduce yourself in that 1 minute, go ahead, rock it. All right, we have Surya, we have Nilofer, Ayush from Bangalore, graduated in 2019, Shruti Iyer from Mumbai. Okay, Shruti Iyer, I think I remember your name. Dipanshi from Greater Noida, Raja Jain from Indore, Sneha from Kerala, we have Pooja from Rajasthan, we have Archana from Bangalore, Mansi from Mumbai, Irfana from Bangalore, Shakshi from Rajasthan, and lot more. Vinay, hi Vinay, and you are from Qatar. Okay, 12 years of work experience. That's amazing. Jyoti Roy from Chhattisgarh, Kavya from Vijayawada, Ayush from Ghaziabad, UP, and Akashdeep. I think this is for me today. I'm certain that I'm missing a lot more students in the introduction, but that's okay. We are going to remain connected. So fine. Yes, add me in the LinkedIn group also. Don't worry, I am going to do it. I'm going to share my profile link. I'm going to share a lot of things with you, and we are going to do. But on the first day, am I going to teach so much? Answer is I am not going to teach so much on the first day, but on the second day onwards, from the second day onwards, it's going to be amazing amount of learning. I will take it slow, have all of you on board with me, and then I'm going to make it run to your destination. Let me very briefly tell you how the classes are going to be. The classes are going to be extremely conceptual, extremely exciting, and awesome amount of learning. All that I would advise all of you to have a cup of hot coffee with you in case you love coffee. In case you love tea, have a cup of hot tea with yourself. Have your book in front of you. Have a calculator in front of you. Have a calculator in front of you. You can buy this calculator, which is very recommended. I will share the link of this calculator. I don't get commission for promoting this calculator at all. Next thing, I want all of you to have a pen, a red color pen, preferably. So why red color pen? Because red is, it matches here. Can you see? Okay, it matches here. Can you see? So red is a NorthStar color, color that we tell, and whatever I am going to make you mark, whatever I am going to tell you, you need to mark with red color. Whatever you want to mark, mark it with another color of your choice. You like black, or you like green, you like purple, you like anything, use that color. But red is always going to be my color, because otherwise everything will look marked. You may mark so many things. You may not know what is very important that you must not forget. I am going to identify those very important areas which you should remember, which are always going to be tested in the exam. Now, second thing, I want all of you to remember that revision is a key to success. No matter how focused you are in the class, how attentive you are in the class, the magic, if you really want to see the power of magic, the real magic, it is going to work only with revision. I am going to make that magic happen. Just one small contribution from your side. Just one very small contribution. So what is that contribution? Ensure that you revise what has been taught. If you are revising constantly, make it a discipline, very regular. If you do that, ensure, I will make it certain It's my promise on record. Keep it on record that you are going to make it in your very first attempt. It is 100% going to happen. Next thing, how do we revise? All right, let me tell you this. The classes will happen on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I want all of you to remember that CMA is a 6 days class. I want you to remember here. Remember, you are committing to us for 6 days. As long as you have thought in mind that it is a 6 days commitment, you are never going to disappoint yourself in this journey. So how? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will be taking classes for you. 2 hours will just fly by. You will not know also how those 2 hours will just disappear, barring the first day. Let the class start. 2 hours will just disappear. And I promise you. Next one. Once we have taken class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I want you to sit down exactly at the same time, 9 to 11. Exactly at 9 to 11. Why? All of you, I'm sure you must be sleeping at a particular time, waking up at a particular time, eating, drinking at a particular time. There's some time that all of has, even though we don't look at watch, but yes, body clock works accordingly. Exactly. This is science. I want you to remember that 9 to 11, you have committed or you have dedicated yourself to your own self, means to investing the time in your own self for your own career building. Remember, every moment, every second, every hour that you are investing here is investment in your career building. It's not a spent, it is investment. You have to remember the difference between what we spend and what we invest. Every moment that we are spending here is an investment. We have to make proper note or keep a proper watch on those investments. See that investments grow every day in the form of more knowledge, more learning, and better growth. This is very important. So coming back, Monday class will happen between 9 to 11. Tuesday, you have to sit down between 9 to 11 and revise what was taught. Remember, the amount of time that I am going to take in the class, in the 2 hours class, if you revise the same thing, you are certainly not going to take 2 hours. You are going to take much lesser than 2 hours, much lesser. Because I am going to teach you for the first time. You are going to learn concepts for the first time. I need to handhold you, make you walk, make you understand everything, and at the same time, make you enjoy the class so that the 2 hours remains a lot of fun. You always look forward for the next class. And I, like I said, will make it happen for you. So 2 hours of a commitment on Monday. Next 2 hours has to be revision. Like I said, you will not take 2 hours, you will take much lesser. But if you have taken 1 hour, 1 hour is for question solving. You took 1 hour for revision, 1 hour you are sitting down and solving questions, solving MCQs. This is what you are going to do for the next day as well. Wednesday again, classes will happen. On Thursday, you need to sit down between 9 to 11. Again, you are not going to take 2 hours to revise the entire concept, but in 1 hour or maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes, you may revise, because you have to revise what was taught on Monday also. One very quick revision. If you are doing this, let me tell you, you are going to be much ahead of everybody in the class. It is going to be very simple journey, very peaceful, and at the same time, very, very enriching and exciting. You will never realize how this 3 months will just pass by in your life. You will not realize. I will tell you, this will be one of the most most fulfilling, enriching, and fun part of your life. Mark my words, after 3 months, we will be here to re-talk on this. I can tell you these 3 months will be super exciting, super enriching, and a lot of fun. You will not realize how these 2 hours classes will just fly by. In mind, when you think, oh my God, 2 hours, it's pretty long. Yes, looks like, but let the class begin. After third class, you will not realize how it is going to fly by. Have a hot cup of coffee or tea or juice or anything that you like with you. Have all your internet connections, everything settled for you. You need to have a strong internet. My internet connection is very, very strong. It's approximately 500 up to 500 mbps, which is quite fast. I am actually waiting for Starlink to launch their internet in India so that I can have much faster internet. In fact, whatever I may be thinking, internet will be so fast it will just convey you. Maybe it may be that fast. You never know. But till that time, we'll have to manage with 500 mbps. In case you run out of internet, do not worry. Whatever we are going to teach the next day or the same night, it is going to be updated in the mobile application. All right. So whatever we are going to teach the same day, it is going to be uncut. There will be no editing. It will be uncut and updated in the mobile application for you to revise. Remember, all the live classes will be updated and you will get opportunity to go through all of them in case your internet is not stable or in case you are busy with something really important. We are all having a lot of commitment. We need to sacrifice, we need to compromise, we need to do a lot of things to ensure that we do not miss the class. But in case if you happen to miss any of the classes, do not panic. Do not sacrifice something really important for the class if you think that is really important. For example, you have to meet one of the best friends is coming to your city. You have to meet them. Do not miss that, because that creates memory. Of course, class creates learning, but meeting somebody really special creates memory. Learning will happen. Memory is equally important for us. So unless you have something like that, you continue. I will take care of your learning. The next day, you can watch the entire lecture online, but ensure that you do not do that quite often, because attending me live and watching my lecture is very different. With live, we are going to talk, we are going to have a lot of fun. You are going to ask me question, I'm going to reply, and we are going to enjoy thoroughly the class. But when you are watching me alone, it's going to be a little painful. You're alone there, sitting with a lot of friends here in the class, a lot of known people, which you will certainly know after a while, and sitting alone is going to be a little boring. We in the chat section, we have a lot of fun, a lot of people. There will be a lot of students with excellent humor, and we are going to laugh it out together, release the tension, release the pressure, and relearn. In every class, I'm going to take out some time to have fun so that we are released of the additional pressure. Whole day we are working. You have gone to college, you have gone to for work, you have listened to your mother, father, sister, brother, wife. How can I forget that? Husband, yeah, how can I forget that as well, right? The mind is filled with a lot of pressure. We need to undo that pressure, create that emptiness in your mind to ensure that learning remains exciting. So we will be doing all that to ensure that our pressure in your mind, which has built up during the day, is completely released, and we have a very peaceful, smooth, and exciting journey together. Sir, don't you think some time will be wasted in all that? Yes, 100%. I am aware of it. But I want that time, or I have already incorporated that time in my budgeting, in my planning of the schedule for the class. So don't worry if we invest some 5 minutes, 8 minutes every day on releasing our pressure so that learning becomes better, so that focus remains very, very, targeted. Leave that on me. I'm going to take care of all that. All right. So if anyone video is lagging, please just exit and rejoin. It will not lag. In case it still lags, you need to fix little internet connection at your end. Let us have a small poll. My colleague wants to have a small poll now. Let us have that, and then I will go to the next section. There's a small poll. Which part of the world are you from? India. I think there should be Middle East and others. And the second option, we'll stop for 2 minutes for the voting to be done. Once it is done, we're going to go to the next section. I want all the 41B students to keep helping answering the doubts of the 42A students so that they are informed and we built relationships. All the lectures will be made available on our mobile application. I will take you through the mobile application. All the lectures will be made available on our mobile application. So we have 91% students in this batch are from India. The remaining 9% are from abroad. There is 90% students in this batch says they have already enrolled with NSA, and there are 10% students who are still planning. That's perfectly fine. You are investing in yourself. You have to make that decision. I'm sure there are many students. There are many students who have done a lot of research, done a lot of things, and then joined us. I would like to share one particular story which I am going to post on LinkedIn as well, with, of course, the consent of the parent. One particular student I would like to mention, which demonstrated the love for their child. This particular student's father traveled all the way from Mumbai to Bangalore, and it just filled my heart with so much, so much emotion, seeing a father traveling all the way from Mumbai to Bangalore just to ensure that he get an opportunity to meet me, discuss about her daughter, and of course take admission. So he came all the way from Mumbai, got down in Bangalore, came down to office, met me. Nobody does this. I have seen students from Bangalore, they don't come to office at all. I don't know if any one of you have ever visited office, but most of our students never visit office at all. It's all done online. But this gentleman, he made a point to visit me, meet me in person, discuss about his daughter, and then what? We took photographs together because I wanted to keep that memory, that somebody travels so far to just meet me. Has it happened in the past? Answer is yes, it has happened in the past. There's one student who came from Gujarat, Ahmedabad to be particular, just to meet me because she had holidays. So it has happened many times. There's other student who had come from Dubai to meet me much before lockdown happened. So it has happened, but each time such thing happens, it just fills my heart with a lot of gratitude and lot of emotion and compassion. So this student, I salute her father, because he did admission and he went back by the evening transport. So I felt really touched by that gesture of love for his daughter. And so let's go on to the next part. Yes, okay. One student says, yes, I came to office and met sir. Yes, I remember. Now, let's go on to the next part. All the classes that we are going to have is recorded at our end, and it is going to be made available on your mobile application. All of you are required to download the mobile application. It is going to take us a little time, maybe next 4 to 5 days time, to have all of you added on our mobile application. All these will be done by our backend support team. All right, all this will be done by our backend support team. What do you need to do? You need to go to Google Play Store. You need to go to iOS. In case you have an iPhone or Android phone, you need to go to those App Store and Play Store and download NorthStar Academy mobile application. I'll show you how will the application look like, because there are two applications hosted on our on these platforms. One is the old application, and one is the new migrated, completely new application. There are a lot of features, very exciting features that you are going to be using in the mobile application. The entire content, the test bank, the MCQs, everything is going to be there in the mobile application, including the live classes. So like I said, in case you have some priority for a day, sometime, do not miss out. You can attend those priorities and then, of course, not miss the class as well. But one word of caution: whenever you miss the class, it is your individual responsibility to ensure that you have revised the missed out session before you come to the class. I am sometimes very ruthless. Remember, I'm sometimes little ruthless, because I want to inculcate that discipline in you. So any of you who have missed a class, you are pure, you are perfectly fine to ask me any number of questions whatsoever, provided you have gone through the missed class. In case you have not gone through the missed class, you will ask me questions which will be completely irrelevant for me to answer, because you have missed that class. So please ensure that you do not come without revising the previous class in case you have missed out on the live session. It will help everyone. It will help maintain. It will help me respect each one's time. All right. How will the app look like? So I will take you through the app. I will share with you. My colleague will share the link also of the mobile application. All that my colleague will do. So you can go through the App Store and download that app. My colleague, like I said, she will share with you the application link. All right. All right. Let me show you in Android how will it look like. All right. So you can download, all of you, in case you have not downloaded till now. Many of you must have already been added to the mobile application. Many of you may not have been added. So this is the mobile application, the first one. All right, the first one is the mobile application. This is how it will look like. So please go there and download this mobile application. All right, so you have to go to Google Play Store, type NorthStar Academy. There are two applications coming. This is the old application that we were using. Please do not download this application. You need to download the updated new application, the first one which comes on your screen. So here, how do you identify? Here, if you see, first time NorthStar is written, second time also, once again, NorthStar Academy is only written. Now, will you be able to watch anything? Answer is no. You just need to download the mobile application. Everything else will be taken care by the backend team. All right, everything will be taken care by the backend team. All that you need to do is download the mobile application. Same thing you need to do in iOS. All right, same thing you need to do in iOS. In iOS also, NorthStar Academy application. In iOS, there will be no confusion because there is only one application which is hoisted on iOS devices. All right, so please do that. That's your first thing that you need to do. Once you have done that, remember, you will not be able to access anything. It has to be done by the backend team. All right, so backend team will keep receiving emails from the accounts team, and as and when the backend team receives emails from the accounts team, the backend team does that addition. All right, books, everything will be taken care by the backend team for all of you. Fine, so that's about it. Now again, we'll stop for 1 minute and I'll take you through the syllabus. I'll take you through the schedule for the basic classes, and I'll take you through how we are going to travel together in this entire journey for each part. 1 minute break. Sir, will you give 5 minutes break anytime? Answer is really 5 minutes? Answer is no. It's going to be 1 minute or 2 minutes maximum break that we give in class. Three minutes is a little high. All the questions you can ask, my colleague will keep answering those questions, or all students can keep answering those questions. Like I said, I will answer all the technical study related questions. All the administrative questions can be answered by the past students who already have experienced everything, or by existing students who knows things, or by the admin. I will tell you all that, how to contact, how to connect, everything I'll tell you. Please suggest some good books to read. I will suggest you, certainly. I am reading a lot of books these days. So, of course, I can suggest you a lot of books, which I am reading. But let me finish everything, and then how to access app on PC, everything you will be told first, one step at a time. Download the application, get access to the application, and then we'll go to next. What about Gleim's access? All that will be provided. I will keep talking about it as and when we grow in the class. Answer is, basic classes are always open to any student. It is always open to any student. It is new students are there. There are few old students who had missed out the live basic classes. All right, so there are some of the students who have not attended the live basic classes in the previous batch. They are there for the basic class as well. In addition, they are also there to support all and welcome all other students. How well does an MBA pair with CMA? Answer is, it goes really well. Many of our students are doing MBA now. One particular student by the name Shruti, she is doing MBA now after passing her CMA, and she has got into IIMs for her MBA. Can non-access of NSA? I did not get your question, Ajit. I'm so sorry. Hi, Aditya. Aditya Iyer. I'm 25 from Mumbai, currently pursuing C-Enter Group 2 along with CMA US. Today is my first class for CMA. I'd like to know, how can I manage studies of both CA, CMA studies along with articleship and or job? Don't worry. For now, Just take out 2 hours every day. Just take out 2 hours every day. That's it. You take out. I will talk about strategy, about your preparation, about exam strategy, about so many things. All right. I will take you through all that strategy, everything. I'm going to help you manage all of that with little more dedication. If you want to do CPA or MBA, what is the best degree complementing CMA US? You can do any degree. If you want to do CPA, it is good that you do in accounting. This question, I don't know. For some reason, I keep hearing this question. What is the difference between CMA USA and CMA India? Which has more scope? Remember, any professional qualification has a very good scope, not just in India, but internationally, provided you have completed it successfully. Whether you go for CMA India, CMA USA, CPA, CIA, CFA, FRM, ACCA, anything, if you have completed it, it is going to add a lot of value to your profile. If you have not completed it, even if you have gone to the final, just missed by one paper, it is still not going to add value. So ensure that whatever you plan to do, you complete it. Now, how do you know that? Look at the syllabus, look at the timing, look at the commitment, look at the total passing, average passing percentage over the past, and see if you can complete within the defined time frame. If you can, go for it. If you think, no, it's going to take a lot of time, I don't think I will be able to commit myself for so long hours, you know the answer. For placement, there is a placement cell. You can write to the placements at NorthStar. They will take care of the placements. All right, fine. Is it advisable to do ACCA after CMA USA? You can go for ACCA after CMA USA, or you can go for CPA after CMA USA. CPA is a much better thing. Which is best for CPA, Becker or Hawk? Study material has nothing to do with CMA, CPA, ACCA, CIA. Study material has nothing to do with any of this. It has to do with the faculty. You are studying anything, it is not going to make a difference. It has to, the difference comes from who is teaching you. Can I start CFA along with CMA USA? Answer is yes, you can. But for CFA, you need to be a graduate. Should we pursue CMA USA along with ACCA? Answer is you can. There are a lot of subjects in common in CMA and in ACCA. Those common subjects will always help you. But anyways, I am this is a live class. There is a webinar session that I take. In the webinar session, if you want to know more about things, then you can always attend my Sunday webinars, where I take lots and lots of questions about career building, about CFA, about FRM, about CPA, about CIA, about CMA, about so many other qualifications. So you can always attend webinars, Sunday webinars with me, and you will certainly get all the answers that you are looking out for here. All right. So I hope that it helps. Any question that I miss to answer, you can always repost that question in case I have missed to answer your question. All right, break over. Let's come back and jump on to the syllabus. All right, I'll take you through the entire syllabus of part 1, financial planning, performance and analytics. This is a part 1 syllabus. And okay, I forgot to tell you, this is how I am going to teach you. This is my board. This is the entire place is my studio. All right, it's a very silent, peaceful studio. Whatever I'm talking to you, nobody can hear. Whatever you are talking to me, nobody can hear. Both. Yes, all of you are always going to be on mute because you are not studying from your studios. You are studying from your drawing room, bedroom, living room, I don't know where all, maybe garden also, maybe kitchen sometimes, right? So yes, how can I miss kitchen? So you are studying from so many different places. Mixie is going to run, cooker, pressure cooker is going to run. A lot of noises. There's a pet going to bark at you because you are not petting them. You are focusing on the class. All that is going to happen. And we cannot run the class with such kind of a noise. All right. So that's why you are on mute, because otherwise there will be so much noise that we will not be able to hear each other. With me, I am in the studio. My entire focus is on you, and that's how it is. That's how it's going to be. Yes, your daughter may suddenly cry, and all that is going to happen. Yes, so this is my board. Here is where I'm going to write. All right, so let me write here. Welcome to NorthStar. All right, welcome to NorthStar Academy. I'm going to use red color pen. All right, and my pen does not run out of ink. All right, your pen may run out of ink. That is why buy a packet of pens, a Link Ocean. Again, I'm promoting this pen, but Link does not pay me commission, unfortunately. So this is how I'm going to write. So red is the color that I'm always going to use in the class to mark, to underline, annotations, everything I'm going to do like this. Whatever important area I'm going to underline, I'm going to mark, I'm going to identify, and you have to constantly keep marking in your book as well. All right, fine. So financial planning, performance and analytics. This is the 2020 syllabus for part 1. Earlier in the old syllabus, there were only 5 sections in part 1. In part 2, there were 6 sections in total. But now things have changed. In both part 1 and part 2, we have 6 sections each, which in other words means in part 1 we are going to learn 6 sections, and in part 2 we are going to learn 6 sections again. Each of these sections have parts. All right, each of these sections have part 1, or what we not part, sorry, it's called topic. So each of these sections have topic 1, topic 2, or maybe more topic. There are sections which has just 1 or 2 topics. There are sections which has as high as 6 topics in total. All right, so we are going to learn all those topics in the class. We are going to be very conceptual in the class, and like I said, it's going to be fun. So in next part 2 also, it's going to be 6 sections in total. Each sections are divided into topics. What are topics? So first understand what are sections. You can say each section is a different learning. Each section is going to be a different learning. For example, there's one section wherein you are going to learn about budgeting. There is one section wherein you are going to learn about performance evaluation. All right, so in budgeting, under budgeting, there are different topics. All right, under performance evaluation, there are different topics. So each section has multiple subtopics. Let's go through the sections today and what are the weightage in exam for each of these sections. External financial reporting decision, it is the longest section in your entire CMA syllabus, considering part 1 and part 2. But unfortunately, in spite of being the longest section, it has very low weightage in exam. Those of you who want to do CPA, my advice to you would be focus a lot on this section, because entire section is covered in CPA as well. Those of you who are not looking at CPA, for you it is not a very focused section because the weightage is very low. But are we going to cover it in length? Answer is of course yes. There's no question around that. The next section, and very exciting section. So first let me tell you, this is a practical section. All right, this is a practical section, exciting, interesting, but very vast section. In exam, revising this section is going to take a lot of time. We are going to learn how to make it little quicker for us. We are going to focus on very important areas so that we can do little selective preparation on this area, little selective. All right, little selective. I will repeat again. We cannot ignore this entire section just because it has only 50%, 15% weightage. No, we cannot. We can be little selective, identifying all the critical areas which are very highly tested in exam. That will ensure that your 12% weightage is covered. 3% may be at stake if you don't get time for revision, but 12% will be covered. Planning, budgeting, and forecasting, very interesting section. It is again a practical section, beautiful section, very useful in real life scenario. There are a lot of job opportunities we get in FP&A. All right, a lot of job opportunities in FP&A that we get. Financial planning and analysis, this topic is always required for all FP&A professionals. All right, performance management is little theoretical, little dry, little boring, but no problem. In between interesting topic, one drier topic also we will end up covering without any pain, right? Are all the topics under this dry? Answer is no. Little topics are dry, otherwise it's interesting as well. Cost management is a very interesting topic. This is a very practical topic and very exciting topic. Good in terms of scoring. You can always target full out of full in this topic. Concepts I will be teaching you. How to score I will be teaching you. Internal control is a theoretical topic. All right, internal control is a theoretical topic, not boring, but theory. Those of you who love theory, you will enjoy this topic. Those of you who hate theory, don't worry. I will ensure that you will not hate it so much. Even if you hate theory, here I will give you important areas where you can score comfortably. So even if you hate theory, do not worry. We are not going to hate it so much because in CMA, there is no scope for memorizing any concept. Technology and analytics. Yes, this is an interesting topic for many. This may be very boring topic for some of you who do not love technology. Who does not like technology? I'm sure all of you love technology, but the sad part is that we don't write reading about technology. We love using computer, but do you love reading about about computers? In school, remember in school we had one paper called computers, and we were reading what is a CPU, and we had to define what is a CPU, what is a mouse, and we landed up defining. I just hated all that. I loved using computer. That time we were not so exposed, but yes, I love using, but I hate defining each one of it. Right now, I'm sure most of you must have learned how to define digital signature. Digital signature, come on, I know what it is, but I don't know how to define it. So some part of it is boring, otherwise it's scoring. Remember, what may be boring, we have to look at the scoring part of it. As long as it is scoring, it should not be boring at all, because here we have come up with an objective that we learn things, even if some areas are little dry and boring. Fine. Let's come to section A. Let's look at the topics. Section A has two topics, topic 1 and topic 2. Topic 1 is pretty small, no problem. Topic 2 is very long. I can say longest, longest. I can write so many E to make it so long. All right. So this is the longest topic in your entire syllabus, goes more than 100 plus pages. All right, goes more than 100 plus pages. So we have to be little careful while studying this section, because so much detailed study is not required, not advised, not tested also. Just that syllabus has been given, but it is not tested in so much depth. So we have to identify areas which are tested and focus on those areas rather than reading entire 100 pages and becoming mad about just one topic. Imagine 15%. If I give 7% to this topic, here 8%. For 8%, I'm not going to learn 100 pages. I'm not going to learn. I will rather focus on very, very important areas there. All right, that will be our strategy. So will you be teaching entire section A? Of course, I'll be teaching, but I am telling you how you can focus on important areas when you are revising the entire concepts, right? Now, section B is a very big section. As you can see, there are 6 subtopics in this section. Strategic planning, budgeting concepts, forecasting technique is very interesting. You need to know little of statistics to understand this chapter properly. If you know statistics, awesome. If you don't know statistics, no problem. I will be there. I will teach you little basics of it if you do not know. All right. Budgeting methodologies, answer is it's important. It's very interesting. No boring area in this entire section B. Actual annual profit plan and supporting schedule. Here is we are going to learn some Excel magic here. All right, I'm going to teach this section using Excel, which will also help you learn something more, which is not there in the syllabus. But in the entire CMA syllabus, I'm never going to restrict you just to CMA. I'm going to take you much beyond CMA to enrich your knowledge. Whatever topic we are covering, we are going to go in depth and learn much, much, much beyond this. This is possible in my class because I come from a very, very large or very long teaching background. I have a humongous amount of experience and knowledge, not just with CMA, but with many other professional courses. I bring more than 2 decades of teaching experience. So I am there to help you learn anything and everything in the world of finance and management accounting. So that's a very interesting opportunity for you to learn much beyond CMA. So here we are going to learn a little about financial modeling. All right, a little about financial modeling. Is financial modeling there in the syllabus? Answer is no, it is not there in the syllabus. But what is harm about learning it when you are getting an opportunity? All right, so next year, this is not in syllabus, but very interesting area. Any one of you who know about financial modeling, or any of you who would be excited to learn this? Any of you who feels, yes, it will be exciting to learn? Any of you who feels, no, it will be very boring? I'm fine with both. So we will be learning about financial modeling in the class through that topic, which will help you understand how all these are working. What all we look at when we create a model for a company. All right. Let's go on to the next one, section C. Now, this section is it is one of the most difficult. It is one of the most difficult section. All right. It is one of the most difficult section, but don't worry about it. What is difficult? We make it exciting. Anything, if it is difficult, I promise you, I will make it exciting for you. So anything that you find it difficult, bring it to me. I'm going to make it exciting. That's my challenge to you. Bring from anywhere. As long as it is there, you need to learn. I am going to make it important, interesting, and exciting. Now, coming back to this is one of the most difficult section. It has a very high weightage. We need to spend good amount of time learning a lot of formulas, a lot of ratios, not ratio, formulas in this section. Lot of formulas here, lots of them actually. But don't worry, I will ensure that you don't need to memorize any formula. You just do not need to memorize any formula. 41B student, can I know if you actually sat down and memorized any formula so far, or concepts are clear? Did you memorize? So last batch, before that, I have never suggested anyone to memorize any formula. So we are not going to rely on memory at all. Never on memory. We will never go that route. We are going to use concept. Conceptual clarity is very important, and we are always going to focus on conceptual clarity rather than memorizing formula. Remember, in CMA, in CMA, you may answer few questions with memory, but not every question with memory. I am never going to use that, because I want you to answer every question through conceptual learning. All right, so no memory here, because there are almost 40 to 50 formulas that we need to remember, but we are not going to memorize them. We are going to use concepts there. So this 20% is little difficult, but we are going to make it possible. You just need to remember that you do not miss any of the classes in section C, because it's one of the most difficult section. Section D, this section again comprises of 15% of your marks, and it is comparatively little smaller than section C, because section C has 6 topics in total. This has little smaller, 5 topics. Do not get hyped up by the number of topics, because topics does not mean that you need to study so much. Section D is comparatively smaller topics. Each topic, if you look at, is not so in depth that you need to learn. So total section D can be completed in quite a small time. Section A has lesser topic, but it will still take much more time than section section C and section D taken together. All right, so don't go by the number of topics. It may look big to you, but it is not so complicated. It's very interesting. The entire topic is very interesting. Practical overall. There are few topics. For example, these 2 topics are theoretical. Otherwise, it is mostly practical. Section E is a very interesting topic, comparatively easier topic, and very scoring topic. All right, you are certain that you can score quite good in section E, because the topics are simple, very interesting, theory, but not dry and boring. For all those who love technology, who loves artificial intelligence, who love data analytics, this is the section that we are going to do. But in CMA, it is not covered so in depth. So we are not going to become data analyst suddenly overnight by doing this. But we are going to know quite a good amount of information or learning from this topic: information system, data governance, technology enabled finance transformation, because things are changing in the finance world. It is important that you remain appraised with those changes. And the last one, data analytics. Not a very big section. Overall, section F is a very scoring and very small section from the exam point of view. In total, you are going to get 100 multiple choice questions, and you are going to get 2 essay questions. So total 100 MCQs and 2 essay questions will be tested in your exam. I'm sure all of you are aware, but let me again tell you, total exams is for 4 hours. All right, total exam window is for 4 hours. It is divided into 2 parts. So first part of the window is for MCQs, and second part of the window is for your case study. All right, in MCQ, you are going to get 100 MCQ questions with no negative marking. Remember, the weightage of MCQs is 75% in your exam. All right, and weightage of case study is 25% in your exam. Do you need to separately sit down and study case study? Answer is no, not at all. You don't need to separately sit down and study case study. As long as you have a solid preparation for MCQs, your case study will automatically get prepared simultaneously. So do you need to actually sit down and specifically, okay, let me memorize case study today? No, you are not going to do that. We are going to focus a lot on MCQs. These MCQ clarity is going to help us solve all the case study questions. In the class, we are going to solve many case studies so that you become confident to face the exam with full josh, right? So weightage wise, it has 75%, it has 25%. Means I want none of you to just plan in mind that I'm going to solve all the MCQ question, case study I'm going to take it lightly. No, you are not going to take anything lightly. There is no attempt in CMA It is one go and you pass, you come out successfully and you grow further. There is no concept of attempt. So do not plan anything unless, I tell you. So 100 MCQ questions, you need to score good amount of this to get promoted to the case study. In exam, you'll get first 3 hours to solve 100 MCQ questions. In case you have done good here, then the next window will open for case study. But in case you do horribly here, in case you do horribly disappointing, very, very disappointing, then case study window will not open for you. So what if case study window does not open for me? Have I done good? Should I wait for the result? Answer is, you have failed. That's all. You don't need to wait. So if your case study window does not open, it means you have just killed it. You have killed it in a negative way. So you need to retake the exam. It has extremely rare with NorthStar that case study has not opened. It is extremely rare, and I want it to remain extremely rare with us. All right. How much marks are required in MCQ question? I don't want to disclose this right now. I actually don't want to disclose this right now, but I'll disclose it at the right time. All right. Because I don't want you to take anything lightly anytime. All right. So the total passing is 360 out of 500. Is it possible to score 360 out of 500? 100%. Yes, there are students who have got, in the last batch only, there was student who got 480 out of 500. All right. So is it possible to score 360 out of 500? There has been student who have scored 480 out of 500. All right. So it is 100% possible that you can score 360. All right. Does it look possible? Yes. Does it look possible? 360 out of 400? Anyone who says, no, this is going to be very difficult, very challenging, I am certain that it is possible. Yes, there's a student from Qatar and who scored 480 out of 500. So it is 100% possible. All right. So I have a motivating cup with me. It talks about work, it talks about time management, it talks about productivity, it talks about data, it talks about a lot of things. So 1 minute break, enjoy the coffee. Yes, this is a very interesting question. I'm working in a startup. Can I implement all that I'm going to learn in this class? Answer is yes, you can. Yes, you can. And it will be highly appreciated because the depth of knowledge that you will take it to your company will be extremely amazing. In fact, the other day I was talking to one student from Greece, one of our students from Greece, and he said, sir, he comes from an engineering background who wanted to get into finance and accounting. So he got into finance. He has got 10 years of experience. And after attending CMA, he came back and said, sir, the amount of clarity that I have is incredible today. I was doing same things earlier. Now, when I'm doing The same thing, I know why it is done. I know the reasons. I know much more in depth about each thing. In fact, when I'm talking to my bosses, I am enjoying the conversation because I have clarity in my mind of what I am talking. All right. Let me take you through the next part of it. Like I said, many of your questions I may not be able to answer because these are questions that I generally take in the webinar. All right. So in case I miss out to answer those questions in the first basic class, I will certainly answer in the regular classes during breaks, or I will answer, or you can attend the webinars, and in those webinars, I will answer. Many of the questions I will take while during the class breaks. All right. So let us get started. And like I promised, those questions will be answered during breaks. All right. Now, do you want me to take you through the syllabus of part 2 as well? Anyone who says, yes, I want to go through the syllabus of part 2 as well? Okay. Let me tell you, this class is always going to be a democratic class. We are in a democracy. So we just go by voting. Anyone who gives a higher vote for anything, we adopt it anonymously. All right. So let me take you through the syllabus for part 2 as well. And then we will go on to the next part. Am I going to teach you on the first day? Answer is a little bit of teaching. Or, okay, fine. I'm going to make it brief for you. I'm just going to tell you what are the sections name. I'm not going to talk about detail. So does it cover socks? Answer is yes, it covers socks. It covers socks. Now, financial statement analysis, very interesting, very exciting. I love this topic. I love this topic, and I'm sure each one of you will fall in love with this topic. In part 2, the entire focus is around strategic financial management. All right, so we are going to learn lot more about finance. Financial statement analysis, it carries 20% weightage. It is ratios, very interesting, exciting, lot of formulas, and rule remains same. We are not going to memorize even one formula. All right. Next is corporate finance. Again, very interesting topic. You look at the percentage weightage is very high on this topic. Decision analysis, very practical, very important in real life situation. You are always going to use all these 3 topics. So decision analysis, very important. 25% weightage. Imagine how important it is. Risk management is a little boring, little theoretical, not dry, but little theoretical. So we are going to, somehow manage it and do it successfully. So risk management, a little dry, but okay, manageable. Investment decision is again very exciting topic. My only disappointment with investment decision is the weightage in this topic is very low. If I was given an option, I would increase this weightage to a very large, at least 20%. I will always make it. Investment decision, very exciting, very important topic, very practical. You are going to use it in real life all your life. Professional ethics, yes, it is theoretical, unfortunately. And this is the only area in your entire CMA syllabus where I will tell you memorize. All right, where I'm going to talk about, using memory. This is the only area where I will tell you memorize. Come on, get started. I'm sure you will not hate me for this. I'm quite certain none of you will hate me for doing this. But other than this, you don't need memory in any area of the CMS syllabus. All that you need to do is conceptual understanding, find out keywords. In case you think you have to memorize how much, maximum 2 lines. That's it. 2 lines of, critical areas, but not more than that. 2 lines is more than enough to crack the exam. All right. So how much memory? Just 2 to 5 pages. Just 2 to 5 pages. 5 pages, not 5 pages. I'm just exaggerating so that, I tell you 5 pages and at the end I'll say, no, Congratulations, not 5, just 2. You'll be like, oh, finally, I'm so relaxed. He told 5, but now he's telling 2. But if I tell you 2, tomorrow you'll be like, oh, 2. I cannot give you discount, right? So I'll give you 5 today, and later I'll tell you, okay, fine. Just I'm happy if you can do 2 also. So keep in mind it's 5 pages, and I'll discount it and make it 2 for you. You will also feel good. I'll also get my objective fulfilled. Works? Yes. This is how I am going to work with you. Take you high, give you discount, make you happy. You are also happy. Syllabus is covered. You pass the exam. I feel awesome and sleep peacefully. All right. So, should we get started with little of learning, or on the first day we should wrap up with this brief introduction, and from the next day we go into hardcore learning? What do you suggest? No, we will go into just half an hour of learning. How about that? Just half an hour of learning. Little learning. Okay, fine. Little learning. We will do just little learning. We have got. Okay, you want strategy for learning or learning? Okay, I'll take my colleague's opinion also. She's going to be the moderator of the class, so her opinion is very important. Yes, Padma, can you please tell me? Okay, strategy. Okay, fine. I think everybody has understood that this is a democratic class. So let's pitch for strategy rather than learning. Learning can happen from day 2, but first day, let's pitch for strategy for learning. I have understood this secret now. Okay, because I'm seeing a lot of voting coming for strategy. All right, let me take you through the strategy. I have already talked about it, but let me talk to you in detail about this, and we are going to start the learning process from the next class. Remember the basics class, only the basics class. Only the basics class will happen on Tuesday and Thursday. Only the basic class will happen on Tuesdays and Thursday. All right, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Only the basic class. The regular class will happen on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is how I am going to use. This is how I am going to write. I'm sure it is legible and it is visible and it is readable. Can I have a yes? All of you are able to read this, because this is the font size that I'm going to use. This is the this is how it is always going to be. Color, I'm sure if you don't like red, fall in love with red. Red is beautiful. Red and black is beautiful. All right. So these are the two things. Fine. Awesome. So basic classes are going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and regular class will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, some of you may ask, sir, why have you kept basic class on Tuesdays and Thursdays and regular class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? You may ask me this question, and I have the answer for you. Remember, I told you, imagine, keep in mind that your CMA class happens how many days? And from there, I'll take out the strategy for you. Remember in mind, CMA class happens 6 days a week. This is what I told you. This is what you have to always believe in you. All right. So I am going to take the class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But Tuesday and Thursday, I'm never going to take a class. But like I said, you have to remember there is a class. So I will begin by blocking your Tuesdays first. I'll begin by blocking your Tuesdays first, so that you get into Tuesdays. Whenever Tuesday comes, you think you have to study. Whenever Tuesday comes, you think that you have to sit down and study. Whenever Thursdays come, you think that you have to sit down and study. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will get into the study mode through the basic class. all right, through the basic class. And through regular class, I will do that magic on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. So I will do this magic on these days. By that time, you would have got used to studying on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. So this I will get you used to it, and regular classes will happen on these days. You can fit in these two classes. And Saturday, even if you don't want to study at 9 to 11, you want to celebrate that night, no problem. Sunday is there. Use your Sunday to study whatever you have not been able to do on Saturday night, right? So that's why I block your Tuesdays first, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I block your Mondays, Wednesdays, and release your Tuesdays and Thursdays, because by that time you would have got used to studying on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's just a magic that your body understands. You may not understand. Your body understands these magic. All right. So let me know if it will work. All right. I want to hear from you. When we start the regular class, I want to hear from you if it is working, if your body is slowly getting adapted to these time schedule. My body has got adapted perfectly. No matter which part of the world I will be, 9 o'clock, my 9 o'clock alarm rings, my class is there. I will always be there. 9 o'clock dot, the class will start. It will never start. Almost 99%, it will not start late at all. 99%, 1% little leverage for human errors. All right. Now, next, all the doubt clearing session, all your doubts will be clarified right here in the class only. All right. All your doubts will be clarified right here in the class only. The Sunday doubt clearing session is exclusively for self-learning students who do not attend the classes live with us. All right. Otherwise, live student, why do you want to come on a Sunday when you can ask me today? All right. Makes sense? I'm sure it makes sense. Fine. Let me go to the next part of the strategy. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. These are the 5 days. Do you really need to study so hard? Answer is 2 hours. If you are committing yourself during all these time, 2 hours, if you are committing yourself during all these time, it is going to work. It is going to work. 2 hours spent on Monday with me. You will not realize how these 2 hours will fly. Tuesday, yes, you have to sit down and revise. By that time, you would have got used to it because basic classes will go on. You would have got used to it. Wednesday, again, you come to me for 2 hours. Thursday, again, sit down and revise. Friday, you come to me for 2 hours. 6 hours a week you are committing to me. Is it too much? Answer is more than 6 hours. You sleep every night. More than 6 hours. You sleep every night. And that's all I'm asking in 1 week. In 1 week, I'm asking you just 6 hours. Every Sunday, you waste a lot of time doing nothing. Unless you are going to play cricket, play football, going to work out, go for running, go for cycling, meet friends. If you are not doing all that, sitting and watching movie, you are wasting your time. Sitting and watching cricket, you are wasting all the more time. Better go play cricket. That is more useful than sitting and watching, Netflix. Oh my God. Netflix makes money at your cost. Do not do that. Do not do that. When do I watch Netflix or when do I watch TV? I watch TV only when I'm sitting alone and eating. When I'm sitting alone and eating, I have nothing to do, so I'll watch TV. That's the only time that I sit down and watch TV. Otherwise, I find it pure waste of time. In fact, I don't have cable TV at my home. I just don't have a cable TV at my home. We don't use dish TV, this, that, nothing. There's no cable TV at my home at all. We don't use, because it kills time, right? Fine. So PUBG. No. I have never played PUBG in my whole life. In fact, never. And these days, girls, if they see a guy playing PUBG, they're dumping the guy. All right. Never play PUBG. I'm sure your better half will dump you. All right. You never know. If you are married, your wife will say, I'm going to the court. I don't want a man who plays PUBG as my husband. So, so, so fine. Imagine you will be like such a loser guy who has nothing else in life than playing PUBG. Come on. Anyway, so 6 hours is all that I am asking for you. And trust me, if you are able to dedicate your 6 hours, it's going to be a lot of fun. 6 more hours on this day. Suppose, sir, isn't that too much to ask for? Okay, fine. I'm giving you discount. I am giving you discount. Even if you are able to dedicate 1 hour on these 3 days, I will still be excited to begin with. I will still be excited to begin with. Don't force yourself. Let your body, let your thought sink in. I will guarantee you, I will never let you force your body, put that additional pressure artificially in you. No, slowly you will find that you will do it. Sir, how will that happen? That you are not pressurizing and still I will do it? Yes, I will do that. In the class, you will find two kinds of students. All right, you will find two kinds of students. One very active, one sleeping. All right, one very active, one sleeping. This sleeping student will see that sir is asking question. I am not answering. This guy, this girl, this guy, this girl, this guy, this girl answers always. Look at me. I also joined the class. Sir is focusing on me also, but I am not answering in the class. And the less that you answer in the class, the more you will go in sleep mode. The more you will go in sleep mode. I want all of you to be active in the class. How are these guys going to be active? Only one thing, these guys are constantly revising. They are constantly revising, and that's how they are active in the class. They're asking the right set of questions. It will put some of you in which situation? In a critical, complex situation. It will put some of you in a critical, complex situation. Some fire will burn from somewhere. Yes, let that fire burn. Let that feeling, start within you. It will create that awareness that you are missing out something. Naturally you will be convinced from within that you need to be active in the class. Naturally you will get convinced after a point that you need to revise. You cannot remain dumb. Imagine there are five people sitting in a crowd, and you are also sitting, but you are not able to talk because you are not able to connect with their knowledge level. You feel left out. Two things you do: you run out from that crowd, or update yourself with recent things. Update yourself, make yourself smart so that you can talk to smarter people. Here exactly same thing. You are not going to run away from it because you have committed yourself. I'm going to be there. So the only thing is you change little, put that 1 hour every day. Trust me, nothing more is required. Sir, anything more? Or are you just telling slowly, more burden you will put later? Nah, I am not going to put any burden. One additional advice I will give you: keep your Saturday and Sundays, one of these 2 days, in fact, both of these days, if possible, for writing lot of tests. Test on NSA application. All right, NSA application, NSA test, whatever you will be getting. All right, NSA test, whatever you are going to get. Every topic has a test. All right, every topic has a test. So topic 1, one test will be there. Topic 2, one test will be there. Like that, each topic has a test. Now the problem here is none of you are a minor. None of you are a minor in the class, which means I am not going to tell you, guys, go write test. I am not going to tell you, guys, go write test. None of you are minor. I am not going to exercise force on you. I am going to only motivate you. All right. Each of these tests, you can take it 3 times. Each of these tests, you can take it 3 times, because if you take unlimited times, you will get very high marks. You will think, I know everything. You have memorized all the question. All the question has gone into your memory, and you are writing test, and getting a hollow pride feeling of hollow pride that, yeah, I have understood everything. So I will not give you any hollow pride. I will make you feel realistically correct things. All right. So each of these tests, you can write it only 3 times so that you don't get that hollow pride, right? So am I going to tell you, go write test? No, it is all your responsibility. The moment I have done topic 1, it is default, implied. You have to go and write test, topic 1 test. All right. Topic 1 test, you have to go and write. The moment I finish topic 2, you have to go and write topic 2 test on your own. All right. These things you have to keep doing this. Keep doing this so that you remain competent. Next, before writing NSA test, you will all have a Gleim software. All right, Gleim test bank. I want you to constantly practice on Gleim test bank. Constantly keep practicing. You can have unlimited practice here. As much you want to practice, go ahead and practice there. Unlimited practice. Before writing NSA test, I want you to practice a lot on Gleim software. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of questions. Use it wisely. You have invested your money, invest your time. Practice on Gleim software. It's very exciting. Very beautiful questions are there. All questions are real exam questions, which is going to help you understand what kind of questions are tested. It will also help you ask me the right set of questions. All right. Ask me smart questions. It excites me. It makes me happy to do all that. When will you get Gleim software? Everything will be given to you. Just matter of some time. Let the class begin. By the time CMA class begins, you will have access to everything that you must have access to. All right, leave it on me. My team will always be there to help you. My team will always be there at every point in time in this journey. I will be sharing with you all the concerned teams, email ID, contact number, support team, placement team, the backend team, the IT team, every team. I will be sharing you the mail ID. You can directly write an email to them and they will be there by your side to give you the right guidance and support. All right, so that's all I have for you today. In case you want me to touch upon something, let me know. You have 1 more minute and then we'll wrap up today's session. Your next session, like I said, all basic classes will happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Regular classes will happen on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All those students who have already attended basic classes in the past batch, it's up to you. You want to attend, you can. In case you do not, you can always escape this. All those students who have never attended the basic classes, even if you come from a commerce background, my recommendation to you would be attend it. You will find good value in it. All right, you'll certainly find good value in it. But in case you think, no, I know everything in basics of finance, I know basics of accounting, I know journal entry, ledger, trial balance, balance sheet, financial statement, all that I already know, you can take you can take your own call on this. But if you ask me, my advice, attend for some time, even if you know. I can tell you from my past experience, there are a lot of students, hardcore commerce students, they came back and they said it was amazing. There were a lot of things that I never thought about, which we learned here. Remember, whatever we are going to learn in the basics, I'm going to use it in the real CMA lectures. All right, I'm going to refer to those basics in the CMA lectures. So it is advised that you do not miss out on this opportunity. All right. These basics will not be tested in the exam, but basics will be important to learn the main. All right, basics will be used to learn the main CMA, because part 1 has a lot of accounting. It's important that we know the basics of it. Will it be suitable? Sir, it can be suitable for CMA. Answer is yes, 100%. There are many students in this batch who are freshers, who have just started. Remember, your first job, if possible, should always be with a professional qualification. because it helps you get better opportunity to begin your career with. You should not begin your career with nothing. All right. If you have a professional qualification, your beginning of the professional journey is going to be much more exciting than joining your first job with just a degree. All right. So that's my advice. But more of it, in case you wish to know, you can always attend my webinars. And one very important thing, what is today's task? Every day I will be doing something to build your social profile. Every day I'll be doing something to build your social profile. Today, what is your job? I want each one of you today to connect to me on LinkedIn. I want each one of you to connect to me on LinkedIn. I want to connect to each of my students on LinkedIn. All right, fine. So today, that is your homework. I want each one of you LinkedIn profile. I'll share with you here. So I've shared a LinkedIn profile, and please click on it and connect to me on LinkedIn. That's your first homework. All right, fine, guys. Anything else that I'm missing out today? Which part will be starting first? We'll be starting with part 1 first. All right, we'll be starting with part 1 first. We'll have basic classes only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Answer is right. When will you get the link of the classes? The link that we have shared, that will be the link till it gets changed. When it changes, it will be announced to all the students. Which section of part 1? That is always a surprise. That is always a surprise. So when is the next session going to be? It is going to be on Tuesday. All right. Have you guys got the link of my LinkedIn profile? Can I have a yes, no? All right. You can reach out to my to office at 8147470707. You can always reach out to office on this, or 1717. All right, you can reach out on this to anybody that you want to talk to. All right, you can reach out on these numbers. Fine, guys, that's all I have for today. I'll meet you very soon on Tuesday, and we are going to have a lot of fun. We are going to start with the basic class, and I will take you through from there. Till then, bye-bye. Have a great evening. In fact, good night in most part of the world today, right now. Good night and take care. Thank you so much. Next class will be on Tuesday. Tuesday 9 to 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. It is always going to be Indian Standard Time, 9 to 11 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. Oh, GST, good night, sweet dreams, and take care. Wow, awesome. This is amazing.